Good evening, guys. I hope. Oh, good evening, guys. Switch on the camera quickly. Baba, I join කරන්න time it make it දෙකක්. Oh. Right. Everybody keep the camera switch on, please. Switch on the camera.
Teacher,
Yes. Okay, Amodya. I read your chat message and you can keep the camera switch off. You are in the hospital for your consult or a consultation or for anybody somebody else. What?
fine teacher.
Sorry?
For me, teacher.
You are not well. That's why. So the last Friday, most of the students were absent. May I know the reason? Who is Situmi? Situmi. Situmi. Sandika, Saheli, Aisha. Quickly keep the camera switch on. Hurry up with it. Switch on the camera as soon as possible, please, without wasting time. Okay, so let me take you. Today we are about to see the presentation of yours, right? අපි අද ඔයාලගේ presentation එක ගන්නනේ යන්නේ. එපා එපා. එපා. ආ. What happened to Shami? Shahi, what's her name? Shamiha. Samira. Shamira. Shamira. Right? Comment देखो. हरे, okay. යන්න බබා ක්ලාස් එකට. ටයිප් කරන්න මේව කරන්න එපා ටැබ් එක තියලා මේ ක්ලාස් එකට ජොයින් වෙන්න. හරි. Okay පුතේ. So Aska. Ah, okay, Aska. Why it is getting this much time? Okay, right. Sandika, Tisha, I don't know about the presentation because there wasn't what? Sandika, are you ready to do the presentation? Come. I was asking about you. What happened? Why you are late? Gagana, Saheli, Irusara, keep the camera switch on. Noor Rahma. Right. First of all, Sandika. Sandika, what happened last Friday? You joined the class at the last moment. Why you didn't come last Friday, Puta, Shamira? Huh? School concert. Ah, okay. There were a lot of absence. Right. Okay. Garme, Sandika, you can start.
So, The Father and Son is a poem written by Cat Stevens. Cat Stevens is actually a British writer who later converted himself into Islam and mostly writes poems about things in life, like how things have changed, the generational conflict. And the poem Father and Son is a great example to show the changes of how father and the son thinks, and you can see that they are not at all the same. So in this poem there are various literary devices like irony, metaphor and all, and themes like power imbalance, generational conflict, and the themes like age versus experience. So the father is quite relaxed about son's opinions. He thinks that the son has time to make changes. He says the son to relax, and and that example is shown by, it's not time to make a change, just relax, take it easy, you are still young, that's your fault. So this is how the older generations thinks, like in this line we can see that the son is trying to be a bit rush, by it is symbolized by the words just relax, take it easy. And I think his opinions are somewhat different than the son, and he also says you are still young, that's your fault. So like the age is not that much of a problem. Like if you are smart, you can do anything good at any age. So the father doesn't understand that, and this symbolizes the traditional nature of the father, that the society thinks that the age is quite a problem, but actually it is not. So so the son says, and how can I try to explain, because when I do he turns away again. It's always been the same old story. From the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. So you can see that the father is only giving advice to the son. He's not listening to his son's problem. So this is the point where it creates conflict, you know, because like he should always listen to his son no matter how his ideas are. So the father should also have a idea that his thoughts are different from his son's, and it's like not the same. So it's quite that creates the so the son is quite unhappy with himself, which is symbolized by the words, it's always the same. So he's quite frustrated with his own dad. And now there's a way. I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. So the son has tried to explain maybe what he's going to do in life, maybe like all the things which his father rejects all. So he's frustrated and he takes his own decision because he's quite I think he's quite old enough to take his decision, and it's symbolized by saying now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. So the son is trying to get his independence, and that is quite his rights to get independence, and this symbolizes that as a father he has failed in controlling his son like because like in this line the son says, I know that I have to go away, not like I will go, or saying the father politely like I am now going away, I'm going to start new life. He says that like he's been like depressed with his father's actions. I know I have to go away, and it is repeated more than one time in this poem. So it like really symbolizes his frustration over his father, and the relation is seen in this poem by both the father and son as well. The son says, I know I have to go, and the father says, there's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. Look at me, I'm old but I'm happy. So these are the same things said by the father. And like these two, like even if they tell their ideas, they don't talk with each other. Like they are very emotionally distant. They don't quite understand each other. And the father is calm down. Sons, it's not the in times that I've tried keeping all the things I knew inside. It's hard, but it's harder to ignore it. So this is the point where the son is at his point of high frustration, and he has decided to go. So and conclusion, the father is quite traditional man who believes in things like the traditional values like patience, honesty, which is quite good, but he should be like flexible to his son's ideas as well, and he should listen to him as a father. And the son is symbolized as very forward thinking, very quick in nature, and expects results instantly. So these two different sets of ideologies by both of them creates quite a conflict, and the writer has tried to say that within a family we should like all understand each other, and if not we might ended up in losing each other, and it's not quite good. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, as always, you are taking the handwritten notes, no, Puta? I don't know the reason, but you are having a very bad network connection. No, your network connection is not that strong. So here and there was a bad connection issues. But anyhow, you continue because you don't know how we are hearing you. You don't get that vibe, no? Right. Okay. Thank you so much. Shall we move to the Saheli? Saheli. Saheli, keep the camera switch on. Then only I can spotlight you. Noor Rahma, special invitation വേണമാ ഇല്ലേ? What happened to Barira? This Barira girl. Aisha, why last Friday what happened to you? Why you were absent?
I have a class.
Huh?
I have a class. I usually come after the class.
You have a class or you had a class?
Like usually I have a break. That means I had a class, and when I come home it's late. It is a physical class.
So hereafter Friday class you won't join?
Don't try join. Suppose
Okay.
if I
This
come
only this
early,
week.
I can.
This week what happened? Sahili, why you were absent?
I came, teacher.
You came, no? Saheli, Sandika, Noor Rahma, and another one person was there. I can't remember. Farzan. Right. So the Saheli, go ahead with it. Start.
Good evening, my dear teacher and my dear friends. Today I am going to give a presentation about the poem Father and Son by Cat Stephen. When we talk about the overall of this poem shows the conflict and conversation between father and son, where it shows the two differences of generations. And when we talk about this poet, he is a person who talks about the inner conflict and the reality in this society and the gap of generation. And he always write about the late 19th, mainly between 16 and 17, when there was a very big conflict between the old generation and new generation. So when the father start this conversation by start ordering his son, he's trying to say it's not time to make a change. Just relax and take it easy. It shows that he doesn't want to know what's the side of this, story of the son. He just want him to relax. He just give a reason without knowing the problem. Like he trying to directly address or by his directed tone, he tried to advise them, saying that this is he knows what is good for his stability, and he tried to say that his son is trying to do something that is very risky, and he makes it sound like that he knows best than his son. Just relax, take it easy. By that, it shows the theme, the security and caution. When we do something, we should be cautious. And his father trying to tell that to his son. You're still young, that's your fault. In that part, the father tries to put the blame on the teens, like that he thinks the youth is the fault here, not the actual problem with you. He shows the theme age versus experience. There's irony that he symbolizes used to the fore. That shows the irony and also has diction. He is frustrated that his son does not accept what he says. Like he wants to do what he really wants to do. Like he wants to be true to himself, not what his father chose for him. And also, he tried to show that how the father sees age as superficial, old is wiser, and younger is foolish. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. He tried to sound that, like that. Find a girl means find a partner and settle down, get married, and have a responsible life, not act recklessly. He implies that son's dream might be childish, or it is not necessary, like he knows what good for. And you understand when you're older that reflects the adult belief. Usually, most of the adults believe that the old people know what's best for their young one. That gives the didactic tone in his father. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I'm old, but I'm happy. In that phrase, he's trying to sound like that he knows best, like his life, he is comparing his life to his son's, saying that he is living a life which is not traditional, not responsible. Maybe he trying to sound conviction even to himself by saying that he trying to make sound that his life is good. But in reality, he doesn't even know that. He may be afraid that his own life choices will be questioned if the son knows well. So he want to prove the security, but he has pride. Like that shows the pride, hidden pride in a father who thinks that he can give authority to his son. There is a contrast. All versus happy implies your things are differently other than your old people. Old people think that the tradition is what's best, while you tries to seek for more. Father, I was once like you are now, and I know that is not easy. He tries to reduce the son's dreams into a unique thing. Like, not a, it is a common thing, not a unique thing. But this empathy still has a hidden message. As Savad is so you should do. He's trying to make it sounds like he understands son's struggles. He gives the empathy, but but that's he really trying to say that he knows what's best. Like he have more experience than you. But take your time, think a lot. Why think of everything you have got? But he is trying to delay his son's dreams, and he is trying to say that you have to be happy, and you are trying to make son remember the privileges he's already got. Encourage him to be not quick and do what's right. And for you, you will be here. You will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. It implies that dreams can disappear if you handle it wrongly. However, there's irony that Sans feels the opposite. He thinks that he can seek for dreams and he can achieve it, while Father thinks that he should do what he says, not seek for dreams that will fail. He symbolizes dreams as hopes, but might not exist. He tried to say that the dreams may not work, or he is trying to do something that is foolish. How can I try to explain? Because when I do turns away again. That shows that sons want to explain or he wants to talk about his struggles with his father, but his father is distant, like he doesn't want to know what he is struggling from inside. Like father does not listen, he just suggests and advises. It's always been the same old story. Uh, Same old story, repeated situation. He used idiom to show that cycle of misunderstanding. The repetition shows the frustration and tiredness of the son. From the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know I have to go. Some believe that he can depend on himself or his dreams, like he doesn't want to depend on his father's authority or the rules. He wants to do what he truly wants. That's the turning point. He's choosing his own things other than obedience. I know I have to go. He repeated it again. He repeated it again, showing his independence. The son is no longer asking permission or thinking for what his father thinks. He just want to accomplish his dream. When the main theme, the generation conflict. This entire poem shows the different gap between two generations. Like old generation shows the tradition, while the new generation show the youth or their dreams. Without the poem ends without this resolution, like his father tries to control his son, while son wants to try for his dream. As the conclusion, Cat Stevens trying to explain the conflict in this society or the two conflict between generations. He tries to shows the reality to this society, like generations matter or the others' thoughts matter. Even a father should care for their sons' dreams, not authorized. That's the end of my story. Thank you.
Okay, Saheli. Right. So, as you mentioned, the problem is what? The parents, adults, they are, or most of the decisions they take, taking emotion as the basement, right? So, they give emotions, they prioritize the emotional values, where young generations, they are result oriented, right? They need things to be done. They don't consider that somebody's emotions or the feelings. They need the results, right? If it is result oriented, they don't consider about another person's feelings or the hurting, right? Ranudi, switch on the camera. Who is Ranudi? Somebody joined the class recently. Who is Ranudi? Ranudi. මේ තලගොයාගේ ගැහණු සතාරි කියන්නේ උතුලි කියලාද? දන්නේ නැද්ද? තලගොයාගේ ගැහණු සතාරි කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා හොයාගෙන යන්න ඊළඟ දවස් වෙනකොට. උතුලිලු. උතුලිනේ? උතුලි. සිංහල පාඩම ඔයාලගේ තියෙනවනේ නැද්ද? Saheli done, Noor Rahman on the spot.
Good evening, my dear teacher and my dear friends. Today I am here to do a presentation about The Father and Son by Cat Stevens. Now let's talk about Cat Stevens. So Cat Stevens was born in 1948 in London, originally named as Stephen Demeter Giorgio. And he became well famous in 1960s and 1970s because that is where the spark of youth revolutionary starts. And he became very famous in that situation because he wrote meaningful and reflective songs related to that. And known for writing songs of life, spirituality, youth, and social issues. Later, he converted to Islam and adopted the name of Yusuf Islam, and his work often reflects on inner conflict and personal growth. So now let's talk about the summary of this poem. If we take the overview of this poem, we can see that it is quite like the dialogue, but we can also take it as a partial monologue because the father is the one who expresses ideas and vocal, but the son expresses ideas but not vocal. So we can take it as a partial monologue as well. So in this poem, father advises his son about take the life calmly and slow down and take everything easily and settle down like marriage and find a girl. So these things are the advices given by his father. But his son refuses these conventional ideas and wanted to be like modern society. And he says that I am not allowed to express my ideas because I was ordered to listen. So there's only one way that I have to live. That is a dramatic decision took by the son. So this is a typical controversy in 1960s and 1970s where youth is being forced to follow traditional values by the adults. So now let's talk about the themes. The first one is generational conflict. The father says that you're still young, that's your fault. And the son says that if they were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me. So he says, we can see that the father advises his son about the problem you have is that the age that you are in. That is the problem. The son says that no, that is not the problem because I want to see new. I want to establish new things. And that is what I want. And you don't understand me. So that is a generation conflict. The father thinks that the son is immature, and the son thinks that father is outdated. So that is a typical generational conflict in back in 1960s and 70s. Second is communicational breakdown. How can I try to explain? Because when I do, he turns away again. So in here, the son says that I was not allowed to express my ideas because I was ordered to take the advices and listen to my father. That is the only thing that they want me to do. So, but I don't want to do that because they don't want to listen to me and identify my ideas because of that I don't want to accept their ideas. So there is a communication breakdown between father and son, and it reflects on the great misunderstanding between them. Third one is tradition versus freedom. Find a girl, settle down. This was said by his father, and in conventional society, marriage is a key of success and stability. But son refuses it because he wants to understand, what his world is, how the world looks like, what is modernity. So he wants to taste all of these things. But according to traditional society, it is a taboo culture. So fourth one is parental authority versus independence. From the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. So this was told by spoken by the son, says that I was forced by parental authority to follow traditional values. And he takes a dramatic situation of leaving, and that is a shocking decision. It may be successful, it may not be successful. So that is the cause of the youth. And fifth one is youth and experience. I was once like you are now. You're still young, that's your fault. So the father says that I know what this age is because I have went through that age and I know what is going to happen in that age. So, and whatever I'm saying, it is out from my experience and it is right. So you have to listen to it. So that is an advice given by his father. So now let's talk about literary devices. First one is a dialogue because father is telling his ideas and son is even though not vocal but expresses ideas. So for example, father says that it's not time to make a change and son says that how can I try to explain? So this is a dialogue. And second one is contrast. You're still young, that's your fault. And son says that I know I have to go. So the old advises that take the life, don't take the life seriously. So you are still young, And son says that no, it is not what you think, and I have to go because you're not ready to listen to me. So this is a contrast between youth and old. Third one is repetition. I know I have to go is repeated so many times in the poem because it emphasizes the emotional intensity that son is going through. That he has such thirst to get away from these traditional values and to see the world, the real world. So has such determination to do so. And that's why he takes a dramatic decision of leaving. So son has the eagerness of self-discovery in it. And fourth one is symbolism. Now there is a way and I know that I have to go. So go reflects on self-discovery, settle down mean traditional values as well as reflect on stability. Dreams mean ambition, so this is the symbolism. And the thought-provoking message is that every generation has its own dreams and ambition, but the wisdom lies in respecting both of them. So thank you for listening to my presentation.
Thank you so much. So, as Noor Rahma mentioned, society standards are there, right? We can call them as taboos, right? People believe them blindly, right? Before 30th birthday, marriage is a must. Once you get married, having baby is a must. For what? Not because you definitely need a baby, just because you need to answer the other people's questions because of that reason. So the father is giving such a standard. He is following all those conventional methods of life. The only few people, they are ready to step out from these margins, right? All the other people, they are comfortable with those traditional conventional methods, right? After university, getting a government job and working 8 to 4 and come back home, spending time with the family, have babies, send them to school, make them educated, and with that, your responsibility is over. Then they have to repeat the same cycle, right? Same circle. Right notes, Rahma. We'll move to Aisha Maulana. Aisha, keep the camera switch on. Ane, keep your device with a proper network connection. Aisha, Aisha Maulana. She takes a lot of time to switch on the camera even. Ranudi, you ready? Yes. Why? Why not? You didn't watch the recording? Yadav is ready, no? Azka, are you going to do the presentation?
Madam, shall I do it on another day?
Then what shall we do today? Aisha, keep the camera switch on. Amodya is not going to do the presentation. Ranuti, what about you? Aisha is okay. Aisha is here. Ranuti, Gagana, get ready, huh?
Teacher,
Hirusara
I'm new
job.
to the.
You are a newcomer. So now I have been calling your name several times and you were not ready to switch on your microphone. Right, Aisha, can I hear you completely throughout your presentation? What? What? I request to have the entire presentation without any interruption. I don't think I'll be able to hear even the initial part of the presentation. Today your network connection is too bad. Can I do the presentation? Another day, Gagana, you have to if I love you to do the presentation on another days, throughout this time period, I have to wait for yours. Aisha Maulana, I can't hear you, Puta. ඔයාගේ presentation එක කරාට වැඩක් නැහැ. Can't hear anything. Yadav, ready? Come. Come. First. ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි. අනිත් කට්ටිය කවුරුත් කරන්නේ නැහැ. මෙයා කරන්නේ නැහැ. ගගන කරන්නේ නැහැ. අස්කා කරන්නේ නැහැ. අමෝද්‍යා කරන්නේ නැහැ. Huh? What? අපි first term, second term exams ටිකක් කරගමුනේ. කවුරුත් කරන්නේ නැහනේ. මට පුතේ literature textbook එක දෙන්නකෝ. ගෙනාවේ නැහැ? මං කියලාත් ගෙනාවේ නැද්ද? මං කියලා කිව්වත් හිතා. Especially I mentioned. But I didn't. We have only upside down, right? Then goblet we did. We have another two. Right. Today I'm going to start the upside down. Friday බලන්න ඔයාලගේ ප්‍රසන්ටේෂන් කරනවද නැද්ද කියන එක ඔයාලගේ අතේ. යාද ඔයාට නෑ ඒක. ඔයා කරන එක අනිවාර්යයි. ඒක මගේ අතේ ඔයා කරන එක. අනිත් අයගේ ප්‍රසන්ටේෂන් කරන එක ඔයාලගේ අතේ. මම කියන ඔපචුනිටි එක අරගෙන ඒක යූස් කරගන්නවද නැද්ද කියන එක ඔයාලගේ අතේ තියෙන්නේ. මොකද මම මෙච්චර දවස් කියලාත් ඔයාලට ඒකේ වටිනාකම තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ඊට එහාට මට මොනවත් කරන්න බෑ. ඔයාලා ගෙදරනේ ඉන්නේ. එතකොට මේ අමල තාත්තලා ඒකට ගයිඩ් එකක් දෙන්නේ නැත්නම් එයාලටත් ඒක ඕනේ නැහැ කියලා හිතනවා නම් මම අතහැරලා දාලා මගේ ඉදිරි වැඩේ කරගෙන යනවා. හැබැයි පේපර් එක ලියනකොට එක්සෑම් හෝල් එකේ ඉන්නකොට මතක් වෙයි ඔය මේ ප්‍රසන්ටේෂන් කරපු ළමයිට අනේ ටීචර් කියපු නිසා අපි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරා අද මං හරි ලේසියෙන් ආන්සර්ස් ලියනවා කියලා. හරිද? මං බල කරන්නේ නැහැ. යාදවට ඇරුණාම වෙන කාටවත් මං බල කරන්නේ නැහැ. නැත්නම් යාදවත ඒක ගන්න ඔයාගේ account එකට ඔයාලා බලන්න කරනවද නැද්ද කියලා ඔයාලා decide කරන්න. ඔයාලා ඇක්සෙද presentation? නෑ. ඉන්න මම upside down නේ poetry. upside down එන්නේ humor එකේ නේ. පුතේ මම මොනවා හරි notes miss කරලා තියෙනවද? last Friday මම note එකක් prepare කරා advanced writing වලට. advanced vocabulary ටිකක් ගත්තා මම appreciation එකට. මම ඒක ඔයාලගේ class එකේ complete කරලා තමයි දාන්න හිතන් ඉන්නේ. ඊට ඇරුණාම මගේ අතින් මොනවා හරි miss වෙලා තියෙනවද notes? I don't think so. If so, let me know. නෑ නේ පුතේ හැම note එකක්ම LMS එකේ තියෙනවානේ. 2018 paper එකේ answers ටික මට මේ LMS එකේ දාන්න අයිෂා මවුලානාගේ answer එක තියෙනවා මම read කරේ නෑ අයිෂා මවුලානා නැති නිසා අනිත් අයගේ answers නෑ 2018 paper එක අපි 15 ඉඳලා නේද කරගෙන 16 ඉඳලා කරගෙන ආවනේ 16 කරා 17 කරා 18 හරි ඊට පස්සේ 19 එක මම දාන්නම් ඒකේ answers එක first part එක මේ Friday අපි discuss කරමු Hari, upside down. Right. I'll give you 5 minutes and just think about the incidences where you have experienced bullying, right? Bullying at school, your own experience, or you have found the people who struggle a lot just because of their peer groups bullying, right? I'll give you 5 minutes and think something from your practical environment or something that you have heard. And if you are a person who have faced this bullying personally, tell me how you have taken it. Okay, Noor Rahma, when did you do that? Yes, Noor Rahmas was there. Yes, but you didn't join the class last Friday.
No, teacher, I joined.
You joined and you uploaded your answer after that, after the class.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, right. So we'll discuss it coming Friday. Huh? Tell me this. So think about the incidents that you have faced or you have known for, and tell me how those people or yourself have overcome that situation, bullying, whether it has put you down or whether it has helped you to improve your confidence. Take 5 minutes. ඔබ වතු ටිකක් දෙන්න. Right, keep the camera switch on, everybody.
Excuse me, Miss.
Yes, Putte.
Miss, could you please remove me from the spotlight?
Yeah, you can do yourself. මෙච්චරලා spotlight දාගෙන හිටියේ. You could have done by yourself. Right. Sandika, first of all, tell me any personal experience of yours.
No, madam.
You have one. Physically or verbally. Physical bullying also you have faced? No. But verbal one. Sandika, yes. Tell me.
No, madam, I haven't.
No experience. No, Rahma?
No.
I think when I changed my old school to new school, I experienced bullying.
Okay. Just because of the bad comments of the people.
I
Bad
changed
comment
the
means
school.
the bullying. What type of areas they used to bullying you?
They say that you came from that school, no? That's why you are like that.
What?
When I was changing my old school to new school when I was in grade 6, they say that you can't participate in new competitions because you are from that school, no?
Okay, you are coming from another school and the opportunities are given for the existing students. The new students are cornered, right? Yes. I've been bullied, teacher, like not bullying, but some kind of isolated and treated like making me mentally down, teacher and friends sometime. It helped me to make me strong and now I don't really let it affect it to me, right? That's how you can eliminate those kinds of bad effects. Anybody else is there? Want to share? What is yours? Wait, Aisha, please remove me. Noor Rahma. Okay. Gagana. Hirusara. Anna. මට හොයාගන්න බැරුව. Yeah. Yesterday whole day I was. Okay. Right. Hirusara class එකට join වුණා presentation නිසා leave වෙන්න ඇති. So is there any Aisha, have you ever faced these kinds of experiences?
Yes, Miss. Sometimes because of my height.
You are a tall girl.
No, Miss. I am the shortest in my class.
Shortest one. Okay, because of that reason. Okay.
Yes.
What is yours? Yeah. Okay. 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 Experience.
And the thing was, those were also people that made me corner back then.
Okay.
And they even like posted stuff on status and everything saying that my old best friend, she was the one who posted it. She wrote a big paragraph and she has written that I'm too sensitive, but not directly, indirectly.
Okay. Mention the names. Okay.
But she was like too attaching. She was always like attached to me.
Okay.
But the thing is, I never wanted to like make her feel left out. She was only that. So
In the family.
yeah. So I was like, I gave her like sister
Feeling.
So she was like, she posted a lot of stuff about me.
Uh,
Like,
you know, it's indirectly.
it went viral in the whole school, like in our whole section.
Okay.
Everyone knew it was for me.
Okay. What she's typing is indirectly for.
And the thing was, those girls who did, they also screenshot it and like, yeah, near my,
Okay.
they supported it. And I was
Okay.
like feeling so bad that day, and I was really sad.
Hmm.
That I was also really introverted person when we after becoming friends with her, I was an extrovert. So it made me feel very uncomfortable to trust people. And
With
that
whom
was
can?
that was the biggest thing that affected me. After that, I realized that sometimes choosing yourself is important. Because I always made her main character in my story even as like she needs the support. I always gave her the love that I never gave myself. So later on, I started writing poetry because of this situation. So I got a lot of stuff after we had this sort of friendship. I went for other performances and I got to know myself more. And
When you start to prioritize yourself.
I started to prioritize myself, and I think everyone who faces bullying should do that too. They should realize how important they are and what others say doesn't matter, that they are.
What we believe, and if we feel confident, and if we know that we are not making it, we are not putting anybody else into unwanted troubles, then that is okay. That's what I believe, right? That's what I believe. So this entire poem, what is upside down, is about a person who have been cornered by the entire village. But he's the talk of the town. But finally, end of the day, you understand, after all the explanation, after all the informations given by the poet, you understand the person is not considering anybody as an important factor, but for everybody, he is the main topic, right? So sometimes the things you are doing, maybe it doesn't mean 10 people are doing it. It doesn't mean it is right. At the same time, you are doing something opposite to the others, and nobody can say it is wrong, right? If all the others are following something and you are totally opposite to that, maybe it is right for you, wrong for the others. But the others can't judge you because we all are doing it in a right way and you are the one who is following a different method and it is wrong. That's what the society's conclusion. If many people are following it, it converts into a fashion, right? So for an example, you nowadays you see the trousers, I don't know the, right, if I want to draw the pictures, like, I don't know why people are spending money to buy such kind of articles, right? Articles. ඒ වගේ ඩ්‍රස් එකකට මොකටද දන්නේ සල්ලි වියදම් කරන්නේ මට නම් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? Just imagine if this is the trouser, right? ඒක සායක් වගේ තමයි. It more than a trouser, it's a skirt. හරිද? මෙහෙමයි තියෙන්නේ. මීටත් වඩා මං හරිද? මෙන්න මේ වගේ ලොකු කකුල්. හරිද? මෙහෙම නෑ. මේ කෑල්ල වෙනයි. මේ කෑල්ල වෙනයි. මේ කෑල්ල වෙනයි. මේ කෑල්ල වෙනයි. හරිද? අයියෝ. හරියන්නේ නෑනේ. මකන්න ගියාම හරියන්නේ නෑ. මේ කෑල්ල වෙනයි. හරිද ළමයි? මේ දෙක ෆික්ස් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මෙතන චූටි නූල් කෑලි දෙකකින් ළමයි. Have you seen such trousers? Huh? Right? මේ කෑල්ල වෙන කෑල්ලක් මේ කෑල්ල වෙන කෑල්ලක් ඒ දෙක එකතු කරලා තියෙන චූටි නූල් කෑලි දෙකකින්. දැන් ඔක කොයි වෙලාවෙ කඩා වැටේද කියලා දෙයියෝ තමයි දන්නේ. not only one place, they have several places. නූලකින් ගැට ගහලා තියෙන්නේ. Right? So, this is funny. Yes or no? When you see the trousers, haven't you seen? දැකලා තියෙනවනේ? So, it's funny. But the problem is, when many people are wearing, following that fashion, for us it become a normal. Right? It's become a norm. අර නිකන් ඉරිච්ච බෑම අපි එහෙම චුට්ටක් ඉදලා නම් එන ලැජ්ජායිනේ නේ. We feel very uncomfortable when the dress is torn. But just imagine, most of the people are wearing torn dresses, and if somebody is covering, then that covered person find uncomfortable to be with the others. Yes or no? Right. එතකොට මෙන්න society එක එහෙමයි. society එක believe කරන්නේ ගොඩාක් දැන් අපිට ඇත්තටම කියලා හිතලා බලන්න දැන් ඔයාලා personally හිතලා බලන්න. හරිද? අපිට හැමෝටම පොඩි loose ගතියක් තියෙනවා. හරිද? Everybody have that mental unstable nature. We all are having that. හැබැයි අපිට අපි පිස්සු කියලා තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි ඒ? මටත් පිස්සුයි ටිකක්, ඔයාටත් පිස්සුයි නිසා අපි ඔක්කොම එක ගානනේ ඉන්නේ. When somebody is exceeding that level, then we find like අපිට චුට්ටක් තියෙනවා. දැන් සමහරවල්ලාට තරහ යනවා, අතේට එන අල්ලලා ඔළුවට ගහන්න හිතෙනවනේ. But we control ourselves. සමහරවල්ලාට අයියෝ ඉන්න බෑ ක්ලාස් එකේ නැකිලා යන්න ඕන හිතෙනවා. But still we manage to stay there at least till the last second. Yes or no? But there are some people, they are not under their mental control. So they are behaving in a very different way. Right? Right? Indifferent to us. Then we call them loose, lunatic. පිස්සු කියලා කියනවා. ඒ වුණාට මේ අපේ මම ඉස්සර බයොලොජි ගන්නව සර් කියනවා කිව්වම අපිට මතකයි. එයා කියනවා අපි හැමෝටම චුටි ක්‍රැක් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ ක්‍රැක් එක හැමෝටම යම් යම් ප්‍රමාණයට තියෙන නිසා අපිට ඒක ඇවිල්ලා මට පිස්සු කියලා ඒක පේන්නේ නැහැ. හැමෝටම දන්නව නේද? හැමෝටම තියෙන අපිට සමහරලාට පිස්සු හැදෙනවා වගේ තියෙනව නේද? මෙන්ටල් කන්ට්‍රෝල් එක අපේ අතේ නෑ වගේ සමහර අවස්ථා තියෙනවද නැද්ද? තියෙනවනේ නේ. සමහරට වොෂ්රූම් එකේ ඉඳලා නාල ඇවිල්ලා එළියට ඇවිල්ලා කල්පනා කරනවා ඇයි දැන් නෑ වේ මං නේ why did I take a body wash නැත්තම් එළියට ඇවිල්ලා මොන හරි දැන් මං අද මගේ ටැබ් එක charge එකට දැම්මේ නෑ. හරිද? මං ඇඳුම් හොදගෙන ඉන්නකොට තුන් පාරක් මං නැගිටලා ගියා ටැබ් එක charge එකට දාන්න ගිහිල්ලා අනිත් වැඩ ටික කරලා යනකොට දන්නවා මේ බූරු පැටියෙක් ඉන්නවනේ අපේ ගෙදර හැමතැනම ඇඳුම්. හරිද? රෙදි ටික ඔක්කොම හොදලා laundry basket එක ඔක්කොම clear කරලා laundry basket එක තියන්න යනකොට අපෝ laundry basket එක පිරෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ කොහේ හරි මොනවා හරි තැනක ඉස්සර ඉස්කෝලේ මෙයා ඉස්කෝලේ යනවා එයා දෙකයි ගානට වගේ ගෙදරට එනවා. මම ඉස්කෝලේ කැරලා එනකොට 3යි වෙන්නේ. දැන් මම ගෙදරට එනකොට මට මෙහෙම ඇවිදගෙන එන්න බෑ ළමයි. මම කොහොමද දන්නව ඇවිදගෙන එන්නේ? මෙහෙම ඇවිදගෙන එන්නේ. සපත්තුව අහුලනවා, සොක්ස් එක අහුලනවා, ටයි එක අහුලගෙනවා. ඒ ටික ඔක්කොම අරගෙන තමයි අවසානට ගේ ඇතුළට යන්නේ. තේරුණානේ? එහෙම එතකොට අර මේ දැන් මම තුන් පාරක් නැගිටගෙන ආවා. ටැබ් එකේ charge එකේ දාන්න අමතකුණානේ මේ කනෙක්ට් කරගන්න බෑනේ කියලා. ආපහු ගිහලා රෙදි හුණු අප්පච්චි ඔක්කොම ටික කරා ටැබ් එකේ charge එක දැම්මේ නැහැ. ඒ වගේ හැමෝටම තියෙනවා නේ අපි 100% we are not perfect no. අපි mental level එක mental stability එක අපේ lose වෙන අවස්ථාවල් ගොඩාක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි අපි ඇවිල්ලා normally අනිත් මිනිස්සුත් එක්කලා move වෙනකොට අනිත් මිනිස්සුන්ට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මෙයාගේ මොකක්ද වෙනසක් තියෙනවා කියන එක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි වෙනසක් තියෙනවා කියලා තේරෙන්නේ ඒක අර exceed වුණාට පස්සේ. අපි යමු අපේ poem එකට බලමු මෙන්න මේ social conflicts. එහෙම නැත්නම් society එකට accept වෙන සමහර මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා. society එකට accept කරන්න විදිහට තමන්ව වෙනස් කරගන්න මිනිස්සු. හැබැයි ඒ මිනිස්සු කවදාවත් සතුටින් ජීවත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. If you are a person who tries to satisfy society until your last breath, you can be a happy person. Why? Whatever you do, people have their own opinion. Then people says you are too thin. Then what you do? You eat whatever you can and you put on weight. Then people call you, "Appo balanduko size ekane ఊరు పెట్టియek wage" කියලා. Then you are like, "You're in vain. Already I was in the good shape and now I have gained weight and again people are giving bad comments. Then I start to reduce my weight and I become too thin. Then people ask, are you suffering from diabetes? ඔයාට දියවැඩියාව හැදලාද තියෙන්නේ? ඉන්සියුලින් ද දාන්නේ, ටැබ්ලට්ස් දාන්නේ? පරිස්සමෙන් people always they have their opinion. You can't satisfy the people around you. So we'll see whether this අපේ කතානායකයා society එක satisfy කරනවද නැත්නම් එයා එයාගේ ජීවිතේ විඳිනවද කියන එක. මම මේ poem එක දකින්නේ වෙනස්ම ආකාරයකින්. හැබැයි මේ poem එකම ඔයාලා ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනස් විදිහකට. හරිද? මම මේක දකින්නේ මගේ perspective එක වෙනස්. හරි. බලමු අපි. Hi. Once there lived an upside down. What's his name? His name is Topsy-Turvy. Topsy-Turvy, this name is not mentioned in the poem, but it is mentioned in the supportive documents. මේ poem එක ගැන ඔයාලා additional details හොයලා ගත්තොත් එහෙම ඔයාලට දැනගන්න පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ topsy turvy කියන නම එක. මේ topsy turvy කියලා කියන්නේ upside down. someone මම කියනවා යන්නේ නැහැ එළියට කියලා. ආයෙ මොනත් නැත්නම් දඩාං ගාලා එළියට යන්නේ. right? Whatever the instructions given, they take the other way. That's why the topsy turvy or upside down. Who was the talk of all the town. If he was told to turn to right, he turned to left out of spite. If he went sailing in a boat, no one could make him understand why he seemed to be afloat and what had happened to the land. He read his letters backside for and wrote his letters backside for. So if a ton was to be read, he read it not the dunder head. All his life he was afraid to cross a bridge he'd always wade, unless the water was too deep or the embankment was too steep. He went into a restaurant. The waiter said, "What do you want?" He said, "I'd like a pair of socks with clocks on them and in a box." The circus came to town one day. Of course, he went without delay. And everyone said upside down was funnier than the circus clown. Just yesterday, the postman brought a letter to him from his aunt. Shall I read it? Perhaps I ought. Perhaps I will. Perhaps I can't. He eyed it this way, eyed it that. Then he stuck it in his hat. His auntie wrote, "Dearest boy, all you do is to annoy. Wearing flannels when it's hot, going naked when it's not. You must behave as others do if they are to have respect to you, to respect for you." As I told you, who is the writer? Alexander Kushner. As I told you, final lines, what the poet says. You must behave as others do if they are to have respect for you. Just imagine you feel very comfortable to be in a thatched house. Thatched house කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? අර මේ පොල්ලතු හැවිලි කරපු මැටි ගහපු ගෙදරක you're very comfortable. But you can't be. Why? You can't invite anybody to that house because the people will be talking behind you and saying she is in a hut, right? No matter whatever the property she has, she doesn't have a proper house. She is in a hut, right? එහෙමයි මිනිස්සු කතා කරන්නේ. So you can't go beyond those standards. That's why the aunt says what? If you need others to respect you, right? Be respected by the others, then you have to do the things just the way how others are doing. මම ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එකට යන්නම්. narrative poem එකක් with story like progression. It is like I am telling you about a person whose name is upside down and I am giving you a clear picture about him, right? It is a story like progression from the starting and the climax to the resolution. We understand from here topsy-turvy or the upside down is a person with such qualities කියන එක ගැන අපිට දැනගන්න හම්බ වෙනවා. Written in rhyming couplets AABB. Why it is AABB? Because you see, I take the last poem and show you, right? Wearing flannels when it's hot, going naked when it's not. A. Others do for you. B. Right? A. B is the rhyming patterns here. And right, light, playful rhythm similar to children's verse. So when you are reading the poem, you don't find it with a lot of difficult vocabularies or the understanding is really hard to get. No, it is a simple type of children's verse poem set, and mostly iambic rhythm creating a musical flow. Right, when you read the sentences, the rhyming pattern of AABB give you the iambic rhythm. Short
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, Pute.
Madam, I didn't understand how to identify that AABB pattern.
Okay. Again, I'll tell you. This is how. AABB, this is how. So the rhyming patterns, you have to take one stanza. Take one stanza. Oh. That hat. So the same rhyming scheme, yes or no? That and hat, same rhyming scheme. So this is, we take it as A. We take this one as also A because the same rhyming pattern is there. If we take boy and annoy, they are rhyming, but not like this. Because of that reason, I take this one B and this one also B. So A, B, B. This one, which one? Which one? To the Nile. To the Nile have A, B, B, A. Abba, no? Yes. See the...
BB mean it is not like same.
Same, no, Pata. That and hat rhyme with each other. Boy and annoy rhyme with each other. But the that and boy won't rhyme. So this is another pattern. This is another pattern. Right? If we have another rhyme in the middle, then we take it as C. But we don't have. තව මේක ඇතුලේ එකක් තියෙනවා නම් මේක AA ඊට පස්සේ BB තව එකක් තියෙනවා නම් වෙනස් එකක්, then it comes easy. If we have another rhyme in the same poem, then we take it as DD. Start from A and we can go with the other letters. මේ බලන්න මෙන්න මේක. Son of the old moon mountains, African, crocodile, while, span. So African span, AA. Crocodile, while, BB. So what is the rhyming pattern? A, B, B, A. Abba, Abba, Abba. A, B, B, A. A, B, B, A. ඒක තමයි rhyming pattern එක එතන තියෙන. මෙතන තියෙන rhyming pattern එක ඇවිල්ලා A, A, B, B. Is that clear? මේ මම class එක නවත්තන්න යන්නේ. All the stupid people keep the camera switch on. Rubbish. Bullshit. What are the other bad words? That's something. Professional bad words. Donkey, monkey, frogs. Noora mata Aishata කියනවා මොනවද කියන්නේ? There is only one word. They will switch on the camera very fast. Start from P. I don't give the other letter. Right? If I use that word, those people will not keep their camera switch off throughout their life. So don't force me to do that. I have pinpoint all the minute points of Islam. So be very careful when you are moving with me. Right? துவா கேளுங்க டீச்சருக்கு வந்து நிறைய விஷயம் தெரிய வரக்கூடாது டிசம்பர் வரைக்கும் அல்லாஹ் கொஞ்சம் கவனமா வச்சுக்கொள்ளுங்கன்னு சொல்லி வைங்க. Right? හරි. So be very careful. Camera එක off කරන. Buffaloes law. Gagana, Ranudi, show me your face. Ko Ranudi, newcomer. Ranudi, otherwise I am going to ask you to do the presentation. Then only she will unmute yourself. Ranudi, shall I call your mother? Azka, Amodya can keep the camera switch off. What Ranudi? Thagala camera on karan hodala me awage. Gagana fast. කවුරුත් කැමරාවට ටච් කරන්න එපා. රණුදි quickly. ගගන එංගෙඩ sorry. කොහෙද ගියේ? හා? කොහෙද ගියේ? අයිෂරාව presentation කියපු ගමන් leave වුණා. හිරුසරාව presentation කියපු ගමන් අයින් වුණා. ඒ මෝඩකම. ඒවට ඇවිල්ලා බේත් නැහැ. ඒවට ඉතින් මොනවත් කරන්න බෑ. කොහේ හරි ගිහිල්ලා මේ අර හරකව බඳින්නේ මොකේද පුතේ? කපල් හරකව කපල තියලා බඳින්න. මොකක්ද ඒකට කියන්නේ? What is that? නගුල නෙමෙයි. අර මේ කරත් එක්ක හරක් දෙන්නෙක් බඳ ගොම් දෙබ්බෑ මොනවාද බඳන්නේ අදන්නේ නෑනේ. ඉස්සල පතල් කවි මේ ගෝයන් කවි එල්ලම් පාඩම් කරපු මිනිස්සු අපි. හරිද මෙහෙම හිටියට? ඔයාලට ගුත්තිල කාව්‍ය තියෙනවනේ? ගුත්තිල කාව්‍ය ඔයාලට කවි කීයක් තියෙනවද? 30කයිනේ. අපිට 67ක්ද කොහෙද තිබුණා? ඔයාලට 67. මට හරියට මතක නැහැ 30 ගානක්ද? කොහොම හරි 30 ගානක් නෙමෙයි ඊට වඩා තිබුණා. සම්පූර්ණ ඒකේ කවි කීයක් තියෙනවද ගුත්තිල කාව්‍යේ? 115ද? අපිට 67ක් 67. හරිද? 67. 67ක්ද කොහොම තිබුණා? එතකොට අපිට හිටියේ හාමුදුරු කෙනෙක් සිංහල උගන්වන්න තේනවා කියන්නේ ආය මොනත් නැහැ මිනිස්සුන්ට මාර හයියක් තියෙන්නේ ගහනවා ආය මුළු එනර්ජි එකම දාලා දෙනවා නිකන් රූලර් එක ගත්තාම රූලර් එක මේ පැත්තට තමයි ගහන්නේ. කවි තුන පාඩම් ගත්තේ. පළවෙනි කවි 3 පාඩම් කරපු දවසේ මම 67ම පාඩම් දුන්නා. හරිද? ඒ වගේ මිනිස්සෙක් මම සිංහල වලට ඒකක් තියනවා දෙයනේ බුද්ධ ධර්මයට ඒකක් තියනවා ඒ වුණාට දැන් මතක නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ ටච් එක නැති නිසා වෙන්න ඇති. මට දැන් මේ අර කතෘකාරක කර්මකාරක වාක්‍ය ලියන්නේ ඔයාලා. මෙයා විසින් අරයට කියලා එහෙම හරි ලියා ගන්න දන්නේ නැහැ මට. ලෙටර් එකක් ලියා ගන්න බෑ. ලැජ්ජයි. ඇත්තටම ඒක මේ මං හදා ගන්න ඕනේ මට දන්නේ නැහැ දැන්. අවුරුදු ගාණක් පාවිච්චි කරේ නැහැ. Short stanzas maintain humor and quick pacing. So when a writer give you his idea using short sentences, right, it helps you to get the idea very quickly, right? And uses repetition backside for comic effect, simple language but layered meaningly, linear structure, introduction, behavior example, social reaction, and the final moral message. So introduction is given and the writer says the upside down, what type of person is upside down. And he gives them examples, how he behaves in different situations. Then explain how people are reacting for his behaviors. And finally, through the auntie's letter, we understand the moral message. So we call that one linear structure. From starting to ending, it flows, the story flows. So, philosophical interpretation represent a person who rejects social norms deliberately. This is a different perspective. මම හිතන්නේ ඔයාලගේ ඉස්කෝලේ මීට වඩා වෙනස් විදිහට මේ පොයම එක උගන්වයි. හැබැයි මම මේක ගත්තේ ටොප්සි ටර්විට very supportive තමයි කතා කරන්නේ. මම කතා කරන්නේ ටොප්සි ටර්විට very supportive and I have taken this perspective. I'm touching this side of my appreciation just because to tell you, it doesn't mean that always you have to go with the flow. And you can be a person who think in a very unique, different way. Because the unique people who think differently have changed the world, not the people who thought the life as a like. ජීවිතේ මොකක් හරි වෙනස් හිතපු මිනිස්සු තමයි ලෝකෙ වෙනස් කරේ. හැමෝම විදිහට හිතපු මිනිස්සු නෙමෙයි. හැබැයි මම මේකේ මේ ටොප්සි සර්වි legend කෙනෙක් කියලා කියන්නේ නැහැ. But the way he lived. Explore the themes of individuality was conformity. So the individual life, here we are going to learn when a person lead his life, right, whether you have to consider about the society opinions or your personal comfortability. හරිද? Next one suggests that extreme rebellion leads to isolation and ridicule because when you, this is another problem, right? When you are taking a decision to lead your life the way you want, what will happen? You will be isolated by the rest of the people. අනිත් අය මොකද කරන්නේ? ටක් ගාලා ඔයාව cornered කරනවා. So you should be able to handle that rejection very wisely if you have taken the decisions to live your own. එක්කෝ සමාජයට ඕන විදිහට යාලා කියන විදිහට වෙන වැඩ කරලා යාලත් එක්කලා ඉන්න ඕන. If you are a person, no, I want to live my own and follow my own rules, then you should be in a place where I don't care about other people. I do whatever I feel right. If it doesn't hurt another person, feel. Yes? Right. And right, questions whether society demands too much uniformity. Of course, yes. So if a girl, we have Chalaksha in the class, right? When we see the Chalaksha, like she is totally different from the others. Main reason what? She has cut her hair short. So when a girl in grade 11, you rarely find a girl who cut her hair short, right? Because society won't accept a girl with short hair. So they are like, "Ay puta konde wawan natte." මොකද්ද ප්‍රශ්නේ? Hormones problem එකක්ද? So you are following any other societies? You are going for another thing? කියන එක අහනවා. එතකොට අපිට ඕන වුණත් නැති වුණත් we are growing our hair. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඕක norm එකක් නෙමෙයි නම් ලංකාවේ ගෑනු ළමයිගේ 70%ක් කොණ්ඩේ කපනවා. Because we know the struggle we face with the hair. නිදා ගන්නකොට නානකොට ඔළුව වේල ගන්නකොට කොහේ හරි යන්නකට යනකොට boys ලා ගියා they take a bath and they dry their hair and they are ready. අපි නාලා උක වේලගෙන shampoo දාලා conditioner දාලා leave on conditioner දාලා වේලගෙන ගැට ගහගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ආපහු වතුර තිබුණොත් ආයේ ඔළුවේ අමාරුව. A lot no. පිරිමියා මොනවද? Oh, I need a girl with long hair. Are you going to maintain it? No, keep your mouth shut. Right? You need a long hair, you grow yourself. Boys ලගෙන් අහලා බලන්න දැන් ඔයාලගේ මේ තාත්තේ අම්මිගෙන් අහලා බලන්න තාත්ති කොණ්ඩේ කපන්න කිව්වොත් එහෙම like when you ask if a wife asks her husband to cut the hair, you see the powder, right? You don't find the hair pieces on the floor, you find the powders. Because when we ask to cut 1 inch, they take 1 inch as 1 millimeter and they cut only this. And you go to the salon and you ask to cut 1 inch, that lady cut 12 inch. Right? I don't know what's wrong with that woman. We ask only cut 1 inch. She says, yeah, no problem, madam. I'll cut only 1 inch. And she cut this much. Right? Oh, එන්න නරක මිනිස්සු තමයි සැලූන් වල ඉන්නේ මං හිතන හැටියට lady salon don't go to any salon because I have my own experience. She cut my hair like this man. මම ගෙදර හැවිලා බලනවා මේ නානකොට කොණ්ඩේ අපි මෙහෙම දාලානේ නාන්නේ මම මෙහෙම දාලා නාන්නේ මම බැලුවා කෝයකට මයි කොණ්ඩේ කියලා right she cut off my hair මම නිකන් අවුරුද්දක් විතර I was මම mentally මාර down කියන very difficult no ආපහු මේ දැන් ඔයාලා නම් කමන්නේ you can grow luckily I grew it back මේ මං හිතුවේ නෑ වැවෙයි කියලාමයි කොණ්ඩේ යන්න එපා කවදාවත් සැලූන් එකක් පැත්තේවත් කොණ්ඩේ කපන්න නම් ගෑන ළමයි හරිද right what I was telling here the hair the length why we are maintaining hair length because we want to face the society නේද එහෙම නැත්නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් මටත් එහෙම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැත්නම් මමත් කපනවනේ මෙහෙමනේ කොටට කපලා අම්මේ නිදාගෙන හැරෙනවා කම්ෆර්ටබලි අම්මෝ කියලා එහෙම බෑ එහෙම කරන්න බෑනේ එතකොට මොනවද වෙන්නේ society demands too much uniformity when you are stay away from that definitely they will force you to stick yourself to that standard එහෙමනේ ස්කූල් එකේ okay යුනිෆෝම් එක දාන්න ඕනේ කොණ්ඩේ දෙකට බෙදන්න ඕනේ තෙල් ගන්න ඕනේ කොණ්ඩේ ගොතන්න ඕනේ කවුම දික් වෙන්න ඕනේ ඒක okay but when you become an adult you should be able to follow your own lifestyle හැබැයි ඒ දේවල් අපිට මේ society එක කියන රාමුව ඇතුලේ කරන්න බැරි තත්වයක් තියෙනවලු බලමු අපි shows how misunderstanding reality leads to confusion symbols of someone who views the world upside down distorted perception reflect on human stubbornness and pride ඔයාලා දන්නවද තව දෙයක් when people start to criticize others right how you have ඔයාලා තාම social media නැහැනේ ඔයාලා දන්නේ නැහැ hate comments මොනවද කියන්නේ කියලා මං හිතන්නේ ඔයාලා දන්නේ නැතුව ඇති තාම දන්න අයත් ඇති සමහර ගොඩක් අයට දන්නේ නැතුව ඇති hate comments කියලා කියන්නේ when somebody අපි කියන්නේ cyber bullying so when somebody is sharing a picture there are a lot of haters and they I don't know how they find times to criticize another person criticize mean in a negative way තව මිනිස්සෙක්ව මානසික වටන්න කොහොමද හිතේ මාන ඔළුවට එහෙම එන්නේ මනසට එන්නේ කියන එක දන්නෙත් නැහැ කොහොමද එහෙම වෙලාවල් අරගෙන උචර ටයිප් කරන්න කියලා තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ ඔය මිනිස්සෙක් මට හමුනා නම් මගේ ටියුට් ටික ටයිප් කරලා ගන්න තිබුණා කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැතුව කියලා මම හිතනවා සමහර වෙලාවට ඉඳගෙන අනේ මට මේ ටියුට් ටික ටයිප් කරගන්න බැරුව ඉන්නවනේ කියලා so most of the time this stubbornness what is the stubbornness I strongly believe whatever the things I do whatever the things I follow is right and if somebody is doing something different then I have that pride I'm proud enough to say that you are wrong I am right තේරුණානේ ඊළඟට raises moral question should one conform to gain respect or remain unique despite criticism so if you should be you are the one who should take the decision whether I am going to be my own self and be with me or I need the societal acceptance and whether I am going to follow what others want me to follow මම මට කියලා identification එකක් හදාගෙන මම මගේ ජීවිතේ ගෙනියනවද නැත්තම් මේ සමාජ රාමුව ඇතුලේ මාව accept කරන විදිහට මම මාව වෙනස් කර ගන්නවද satirical tone highlights how society laugh at nonconformists the aunt's letter represents society's voice demanding order right some people just like they love each other for an example සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දෙමව්පියෝ ආදරයට මොනවද කරන්නේ they have some conditions right if you want to be with me you have to do this if you are living with us you can't do that ane puta don't grow your hair you are a boy no my auntie is always asking about you don't wear earrings yes no earrings because you are a boy people are laughing at me don't do that if you do this if you continue this I'm going to drink poison I'm going to commit suicide so they sometimes just because of the affection they give that what? They order you to follow something. Samaharalata, don't wear denim trousers. You're a girl, right? Start to wear trousers, skirts, or a shalwar. I don't want you to see. I don't want you to continue your attire like denims and the t-shirts. Kumuna vela belwa denim dagana t-shirt dagana. Kavadavat goma kanere. I'm scrolling to the person who is in front of me, and I'm waiting to see this girl with a gown. Do you have a gown? හැමදාම දාගන්න කල්සමක් දාගන්න ටී-ෂර්ට් එකක් එනවා. Do you have a gown? No, you don't have even one. තියනවද? පොඩි කාලේ දෙක වසර දාපුවාද? Sundays. Why? Sundays I am දහම් පාසල් යනවනේ teacher. එදාට මම මේ හොඳ නැහැ. Sundays I am going to දහම් පාසල්. That day I wear gown. හෝති අදර මේ කෙල්ල මම කවදාවත් දැකලා නැහැ ගවුමක් අඳගෙන ඉන්නවා. තාත්තගේ දෙනිම දාගන්නවා අයියාගේ ටී-ෂර්ට් එක දාගන්න වෙනවා. Yeah, girlish dresses. Now the girls, they don't have girlish dresses. Okay, yeah. I'll do that, Oscar. I'll do that. Right? Satirical and sarcasm. Satirical and the sarcasm gives the same vibes, right? What is satirical? Satirical means you know something is wrong, right? Something is wrong, but you cannot raise your voice because you know if you do so, you will be criticized by the others, right? You will be criticized by the others. And there are some places we understand. ඔයාලා මේ ID එක හැදුවද? ඔයාලා කවදද හැදුවේ ID එක? When is your birthday? 12th of April. Before April you did your NIC? Before April you got your NIC? Yes. If you have taken NIC after April, you could have paid 2,500. දන්නවද දැන්? දැන් NIC එක අවුරුදු 16ට කලින් ගන්න ඕන ළමයි. යාදවගේ බර්ත්ඩේ එක 29 මම ඇප්ලිකේෂන් ෆෝම් එක දුන්නේ මට දන්නේ නැහැ. මට දන්නේ නැති නිසා මම ඇප්ලිකේෂන් එක ෆෝම් එක දුන්නේ June 6. අද ගිහිල්ලා 2,500 පේ කරා මේ මොකද්ද? මේක penalty fee එක pay කරන්න ඕනේ 16 වෙනකොට NIC එක හදලා තියෙන්න ඕන. හැබැයි 16 මාසයක් වුණත් 16යි මාසයක් වුණත් 16යි දවස් 6යිනේ දැන් යාදවට. but pay කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒක ඇත්තටම satirical නේද? People are doing lot of crimes in the country and sometimes the fine is very small. ඉන්න චූටි fine එකක් දෙන්නේ. මේ NIC එක ගන්න කියලා ඔය කොහලට දන්නවද? 16 පිරෙන්න කලින් NIC එක ගන්න ඕනේ කියලා දන්නවද ඔයාලට? එහෙම දෙයක් තියෙනවා කියලා රූල් එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා do you know that? No, right? It was not informed. But they have appointed such rules and getting money from the public. There are some people who do lot of illegal stuff and they leave out. නේද? එයාලා එකයි මතැරලා දානවා. එතකොට ඒ වගේ it is a satirical thing. ඇත්තටම අපි හිතලා බැලුවොත් මේක ඇවිල්ලා හෙන ගොම් මෝඩ decisions නේ නේද? මොනවද දැන්? ඒ මොකක් හරි එහෙනම් ඒක publicly announcement එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් මොන හරි ඒ වගේ adjustment එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉස්කෝල වලට inform කරලා දැන් මේ වගේ decision එකක් අනිවාර්යෙන් grade 11 ළමයිට school එකේ government schools නේ වල හැමෝම government school වල announcement එකක් විදිහට දෙන්න ඕනේ නේ හරිනම් ජනවාරි වලදීම ඔයාලා 16 පාස් වුණොත් ඔයාලට මේ වගේ penalty එකක් pay කරන්න තියෙනවා so before that please take it කියලා නැත්නම් news වල at least 2-3 times telecast කරලා තියෙනවා they don't do that ඇයි they find a method where they can grab the money මම නම් එහෙමයි හිතුවේ මේක ඇවිල්ලා මේ මිනිසුන්ගෙන් සල්ලි උදුරා ගන්න හදා ගන්න ක්‍රමයක් මිසක් rule එකක් implement කරන එකක් නෙමෙයි හරිද what is sarcasm sarcasm is this sarcasm is like this කොහොමද කියන්නේ sarcasm එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ දැන් හිතන්නකෝ මෙන්න මෙහෙම ගගන ඔයාලා දන්නවනේ ගගන whenever he is in the class he keeps the camera switch on every single time right no matter anybody else you would never find Gagana while keeping his camera off හරිද? කියපු ගමන් ඔයාලට මොනවද හිතන්නේ? දන්නවා ওই බූරු පැටිය කවදාවත් කැමරාව ඔන් කරන්නේ නැහැ. බැනලා ඔන් කරනවා. කොයි වෙලාවද මම මෙහෙට හැරුණ ගමන් කැමරාව ඕෆ් කරනවා. Right? He is waiting until I take my attention somewhere and keep his camera switch off. So directly I can't call him, I can't scold him, Buffalo, don't touch your camera, keep it on throughout the class කියලා කියන්න તો මං කියනවා, you know Gagan, never switch off the camera, no, right? I can't find a genuine guy like Gagan. That is called sarcasm. Okay, without criticizing him directly, indirectly telling him that he's an idiot. Got it? ඔන්න බලන්න example එකක් ගියා. one stone two birds. මගේ exam explanation එකක් තුනා ගාගනට දැන්නත් හිටන් ගාගන කැමරා එකත් on කරා. ඊට පස්සේ රණුදි මගෙන් හොඳට අහගන්නවා පළවෙනි දවසේම memorable day of my life teacher. I joined first day and you scolded me nicely and I never forget you and I decided not to join your class hereafter. මගේ test drive එක හරි ගියේ නෑ teacher. vehicle එක මාව push කරා down. So I have decided I'm not going to buy this vehicle. You know the test drive? දන්නවනේ? vehicle එකක් ගන්න කලින් ඔයාලට දෙනවා ගිහිල්ලා drive කරලා බලන්න whether you find it comfortable. ඒ වගේ තමයි අපි ගුරු නිවසේ දීලා තියෙන test drive එකක් එක දවසක් join වෙලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. මේ හොඳයිද නරකයිද කියලා. මම ওই පළවෙනි දවසේ හොඳයි කියලා නෑ. පළවෙනි දවසේ මම පෙන්නනවා I am an evil කියලා. හරි. මට මේ මම මගේ face එක පෙන්නනවා. So Ranudi, you get ready. ඊළඟ example එක ඔයාගෙන එන්න. Aska, is that clear enough?
Yeah, miss, I'm clear. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, the answer letter represents society voice demanding order. Right, the poem tells the story of a strange man known as Upside Down. Poem overview එකට යමුද එපා. Overview එකයි summary එකයි එපා දැනට. What is the time now? මම අද poem එක පටන් ගන්න නැහැ. මම poem එක පටන් ගන්නේ next Tuesday. අපි අද යමු කා ගැනද poet ගැන. poet එක ගැන කතා කරලා ඊට පස්සේ class එක නවත්තමු. ඊළඟ Tuesday first line එකේ ඉඳලා line by line මම explain කරන්න. ඔයාලත් read කරලා එන්න upside down ගැන හොඳට read කරලා extra documents refer කරලා එන්න. ගොඩාක් questions එක්කලා ගොඩාක් doubts එක්කලා එන්න. එතකොට class එක ගොඩාක් interesting way. Hari. Alexander Kushner is a Russian poet known for reflective and philosophical poetry. His works often explore human behavior and society. So, you know that most of the time, Alexander Kushner, you go through his poetry and you find he has taken different types of personality because his most of the poem they connected to the philosophy, right? Philosophy, and you know that when you move with the people, you understand how complicated this world is. Yes or no? You can't understand the people, even the person with whom you live your entire life, you are unable to understand. Maybe your parents, maybe your partner, maybe your children, right? I have kept a child inside my womb for 10 months and gave birth, and I am unable to understand him. I tell the society that he is my half of mine. But still I am unable to understand him. So it is very difficult to understand people behaviors because when we go through the philosophy, we understand people behaviors are changing according to their mindset. නේද? අපි අපේ mood එක වෙනකොට අපේ දේවල් වෙනස් වෙනවානේ සමහර දවස්වලට. කවුද? ශමීරා is too tired. එයා නිකන් මම කුකුලෙක් වල්ලගෙන බෙල්ල කපන්න ඔන්න මෙන්න තියාගෙන ඉන්නවා වගේ තමයි එයා ඉන්නේ. ඇස් දෙක රතු වෙලා මූණ රතු වෙලා දැන් අතාරිනවද නැද්ද ටිෂි පාව කියනවා වගේ ඉන්නේ. Some days she is the most coolest one in the class. හොඳට cool වෙන අද ඉන්නේ හොඳ mindset එක. අද ඉස්කෝලේ ගියා නැද්ද? ගියාද? අද teacher හොඳයි කියලා. Teacher has appreciated her because of that reason. අද එයා එන හොඳ mood එක. So the people change their behaviors according to their mood. නේද? අපි අර mood එක වෙනකොට අපි අපේ behaviors change කරනවා. He writes in a clear, simple yet meaningful style. මෙන්න මේ poem එක next Tuesday ඔයාලට තේරුම් යයි. මාර simple language එක. Right? You don't have any critical vocabulary inside the poem. Very simple. But the message is very critical. Message is very strong, and you understand I'm also in me, I had this upside down, but for me, I wanted to fix myself according to the society, and I killed that my original version, and I started to pretend like others. ගොඩක් අපිට වෙන්නේ එහෙමයි. අපිට අපි වෙන්න ඕන අවස්ථාවල අපිට තේරෙනවා අපිට අපි වෙන්න බෑ. අපි මොනවද කරන්න ඕනේ? අනිත් අයට ඕන විදිහට හිටියොත් එහෙම අපිට විසරදේ අඩුයි. මත්තමංගලක වැඩිය මරේ නෙන්න තලකුත්තු කුරේව කියලා හිතලා මොනවද කරන්නේ? We start to behave according to others' perspectives. අන්න ඒ ගැන කතා කරනවා මෙයා. This poem was translated into English by Margaret Watling. His poetry often blends humor with deep moral insight. මම ඒකයි කිව්වේ මේ poem එක ස්කූල් එකේ ඔයාලට කතා කරයි මට කියන්න මම කතා කරන විදිහට කතා කරොත් මට කියන්න. මම කියන්නේ 100% මම හිතනවා හැම ටීචර්ම කතා කරයි upside down how funny how idiot he is කියලා. එහෙමයි කතා කරන්නේ. හැබැයි මම එහෙම කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට මේකේ යා කියන්නේ humor වෙන්න පුළුවන් but he is sharing a very deep insight. ලොකු strong message එකක් deliver කරනවා. ඔයාලා චුට්ටක් additional documents read කරලා prepare වෙගෙන එන්න. Tuesday අපි continue කරමු. Friday මම අර හදාගත්ත standard vocabulary කියන document එක මම continue කරනවා. ඔයාලගේ essay writing part එක තමයි මම වැඩියම focus කරන්නේ. හෙට literature වල fiction එකේ 4th chapter එකේ second part එක යනවා Wednesday 6 to 8. fiction එක අතාරින්න එපා grade 11 ළමයි. අනේ grade 11 ළමයි ඔයාලා class එකට එන්න නැතුව ඉන්නම එපා. මොකද මේ month එකේ මම ඔයාලගේ syllabus එක ඉවර කරන්න ඕන. ජුලයි වල අපි ආපහු මුල ඉඳලා පටන් අරගෙන යන්න ඕන. තේරුණා නේද? ඒක නිසා classes අසේ අමාරුවක් තියෙනවා නම් උන තිබුණත් class එකට join වෙන්න. මොකද online නේ. ඇඳේ ඉඳගෙන හරි දැන් කවුද අමෝද්‍යා hospital එකේ ඉන්නේ. but join වෙලා අහගෙන ඉන්නවනේ. ඒක ගොඩක් වටිනවා. හරිද? so අමෝද්‍යාට speedy recover එකට හැමෝම මේ pray කරන්න. අමෝද්‍යා next Tuesday වෙනකොට next Friday වෙනකොට අපිත් එක්කලා camera on කරලා join කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න කියලා. right? so God bless you. God bless you Amodya. God bless you all. We'll meet next Friday. 2019 part 1 paper එකට answer ලියලම join වෙන්න portal එකට upload කරලම join වෙන්න. එතකොට මට ඔයාලගේ answers ටික on screen correct කරන්න පුළුවන්. අනේ answers ලියනකොට handwriting consider කරන්න. මම මේ real exam එකට ලියන්නේ කියලා හිතන්න. පැය භාගයකින් ලියලා ඉවර කරන්න. punctuations marks බලන්න. capital simple බලන්න. participate එකේ celebrate වල අවසාන e එක හැම ගොඩක් කට්ටිය අමතක කරනවා. ඒ දේවල් බලලා part 1 එකට answer එක මම part 1 paper එක හෙට වෙනකොට දානවා. please portal එකට upload කරලම Friday class එකට එන්න. හරිද? God bless you. ඔයාලා මෙහෙම කරන්න. portal එකට upload කරපු ගමන් group එකේ message එකක් දාන්න. good evening teacher. I am Noor Rahma. I have uploaded part 1 paper to the portal. එතකොට අනිත් අය දන්නවා Noor Rahma has done her work. right? Then Aisha will upload. 2 people have uploaded. අම්මෝ මෙයා බෙල්ල කයි. මම තගල ලියලා දාන්න ඕනේ කියලා දානවා. තේරුණානේ? So when you upload it, drop a message in the WhatsApp group so that others can get inspired with that. Okay, God bless you.
Thank you, teacher. Good night, teacher.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night.